Yeah.
Well, you gotta feel good about what you're doing, right? Your heart and soul has to be into it in order for it to work in any case, whether it's on lot or as a show print. Like, there needs to be emotion in it. Um, for the uninitiated, who are our viewers, readers, and listeners, who may not know what those different styles are, would you mind just giving just like a brief description of those three styles and why Linocut was the way you decided to go?
Yeah, so traditionally, woodcuts have been around for a long time, hundreds and hundreds of years. Okay. And linocut is a similar thing. You're basically carving out a stamp that's going to be printed in reverse, right? So linocut, it just starts with a smooth surface. And I love woodcut, but the problem with woodcut for me is that it's, if a little splinter of wood or something, that it's you're working with a natural product. So a piece could come off, mid print or something, or you could carve and it's just it can be a little more difficult to control the image. So linocut seemed just like it was just like butter. You're carving, and the carving is my favorite part, hands down. That's the best part. I get in my Zen mode and I'm carving. Working out the design or printing can be very tricky and a little bit stressful at times because it's like not lining up and you're like, oh no, so that part has always been my favorite. So yeah, linocut. What I'm doing is a reduction print. So I'm taking one block and then I'm carving away a layer. Then I'm printing 100 yellows. Then I'm carving away more, and then printing, red on top. So every time you carve, you're exposing the layer you just printed. So it destroys itself over the course of the block. So it's kind of can prove like this is a limited edition, and so at the end you have the last layer, so it can never be reprinted again. So it's just a cool process. And I actually have a really cool story about my first fish print. That's like,
Please go
yeah, because
ahead.
this is the moment of like this is it kind of thing. So